Still to come here on King Live, we're going to be discussing the trend for businesses to organise their workers based on skills rather than jobs. Stay tuned. Well, for years, company structures have been based around the jobs that people do, but there's now a growing trend for skills-based organisations whereby employees work on projects based on the skills they have rather than simply their job. The UK startup Spotted Zebra helps companies work towards a skills-based organisation. It's just secured $1.8 million in seed funding. Well, joining me now is Ian Monk. He is co-founder and chief executive of Spotted Zebra. Ian, welcome to you. How are you defining a skills-based organisation here?
Well, a skills-based organisation is one that puts skills rather than jobs at the heart of all talent decisions. So they use skills as the fundamental building blocks of the workforce.
Give me an example of how that might look in practice.
Yeah, so if we look at one of our clients, Rachel is a worker within one of our clients. She's been in that organisation as running a retail store for the last 5 years. She's recently promoted. She's got great skills in retail, but also strong skills in project management and communication. Unfortunately, that branch has gone under some transformation in the last 12 months or so, and her role was made redundant. In the past, she might have left that organisation and gone on to get another role somewhere else. But that company is working with us. They're transforming to become a skills-based organisation. And so they were able to identify the skills that she had. And they were able to then see that those skills are in stark demand for some other roles that are really difficult to hire for. So in this case, a business analyst. They're able to then cross-train her and reskill her into that new role. And so that's a win-win for both her, the company and society as a whole, because it's helped closing this skills gap challenge.
And what's the business model? Do you have company clients on a retainer or do you charge on a one-off basis?
We work with an organisation where we charge them an annual fee, typically based on the number of employees they've got. So we really look to connect our fees to the changes that we're impacting and helping them with. And particularly that's around the reskilling of individuals at the moment.
So how do you define yourself then? Do you regard yourself as a staffing company or as a tech company?
A bit of both. We actually define ourselves as a skills company. So the skills crisis is a $11.5 trillion problem, similar to the impact of COVID on the world economy. And we're there to really try and help the world's largest companies solve that skills gap challenge.
And is there anyone else doing this out there? Who do you regard as the competition?
The way in which we're approaching the solution is that we provide some modules that sit on top of what we call a skills cloud, and that provides solutions across hiring, development, as well as internal mobility. So there's plenty of organisations that are providing solutions around those, but actually being specific on the skills and solving this skills gap crisis, we think we're relatively unique in that area.
And what is this funding going to enable you to do?
It really enables us to invest in those modules that we talked about earlier, so within development or hiring or internal mobility. So we want to help these world's largest companies transition to become a skills-based organisation, and typically they want to start with one of those modules at a time. And so the more of those modules that we can provide them, the more starting places they've got.
And are you UK only for now?
We've actually got some customers around the world already. So we've got big ambitions. This is a global challenge. It's the World Economic Forum says it's the second biggest challenge of our time across the globe. So we want to be a global player.
All right. Best of luck with that, Ian. Good to talk to you this morning.
Thank you.
That's it from me. There's much